Oh, no, this can't be.
Oh shit.
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
Jinwoo, you're so edgy. You remind me of myself, the silent but deadly type. This was gonna be a controversial one, fellas, because I just got finished watching the finale of Solo Leveling Season 2, and I gotta say, I wasn't satisfied with what I was seeing. But some of my think, Faith, the animation of the last battle was so awesome. You just don't know how to appreciate real art. And Jinwoo was so cool, you just don't understand it. Mama. Calm down, basement bandit, calm down. I didn't say the whole show was ass. I mean, the animation was actually very crispy. I mean, is it a decent show? Yeah, I mean, it's alright, it ain't bad. But is it a great show? Hell no. Was I expecting a great show? Hell yeah. And the reason I say that is because of all the hype it came in with. I was expecting it to be on that Naruto, Steins Gate, Haikyuu quality of anime. Now I ain't gonna stand there and penalize the anime for not meeting the hype, because that's my opinion on shit. But one thing that I will criticize, which was absolute booty cheeks, was this fine old villain, my goodness me. And I ain't talking about the hands this motherfucker would throw with edgy nonchalant boy over there, as I'll touch on that later on in the vid. But bro, this Beetle had no depth to his character whatsoever. My boy was introduced like 3 or 4 episodes prior, cracking out of an egg, with this thing being his mother. Yes. You just knew that shit was fat when you seen it from the front. I mean, she be like a prime lunch lady with all that goody fatness back there. Good thing my boy was made strong, because the amount of yo mama jokes he was gonna hear for the rest of his life would have turned my boy into a straight school shooter. But not gonna lie, this shit felt like a FUBU Hunter x Hunter. Like, look at his design. You telling me that ain't the same copy and paste the design from Hunter x Hunter? I mean, they didn't even bother to change the color scheme of this creature. And that ain't even the worst part, as they could have copied any of the Chimera ants with great designs, and they copied the most default setting looking one with zero aura. But to communicate what I mean by lack of depth, let's compare the King of Ants from Solo Leveling to the King of Ants from Hunter x Hunter. Now, Meruem had layers to his character. Don't get me wrong, he had the basic wanna conquer the earth and all of that bullshit. But the way he developed playing Kongi with the blind, snotty one over here, and their relationship in general, showed how a monster could develop into showing human qualities. And this development was shown even outside of their relationship, as at the start of the Chimera Ant arc, Meruem was a straight menace. I mean, he was killing anything that looked at him even remotely wrong. But as the story developed, so did Meruem, and this was shown perfectly through his dialogue before fighting Netero, where he went from killing every human blindly to starting to see that some of them have value. That is interesting, as it makes it difficult for the reader to predict his next move due to his ever-changing character. And it's this that makes you think past the episode, past the show. It makes him a memorable, great villain. But this man over here just wanted to throw straight hands with the king. No extra layers, no nothing. My boy was OP with retard strength, and that's about it. Now, I will say the lack of depth could be due to him only being around for 3 episodes, but that's still kinda on the writer, bruh. But this is how most of the villains, as of now, pretty much feel in Solo Leveling. No prior setup whatsoever for any character dilemma. And one more thing, bro, they even copied the guy that was too scared to fight the ants. I'll have it side by side up for you right now, bro. This shit is absurd, bro. I mean, my boy ignored the police to copy the homework and change it a little bit. He said, fuck that, I'ma copy it word for word, bar for bar. But all jokes aside, every villain does need a hero to tangle with. And this brings me on to my next point, which is, nah, listen, bro, there ain't nothing wrong with an OP character. Look no further than Saitama. But what is wrong is the execution of this OP character. Because I don't know if it's me, but Aura Farmer boy over here seems to be getting OP way too quickly. Like it was only 20 episodes ago where he was looking like a guy that would be asking, where find her at? And my boy's whole personality, face, even hairstyle
Come
changed.
on now, dog.
It's the shit I be talking about. There's no need to rush that shit. Take your time with it, bro. Nah, listen, I thought with the game type of style of how he does level up, because that shit is always pretty interesting, as our whole system has different rules that Jinwoo must follow, making it pretty intriguing when he does go off by himself to level up. But this system is still too OP. Like bro, in episode 10 he ran the fade with the top S rank from Japan with ease. My boy was geeked throughout the whole exchange, and I know he wasn't going all out either. And then that same S rank gets off screen. Bro, you can't make that shit up. All that hype about what he did and who we faced and the countless acts that he did just to get off screen. Bro, this is the shit I be talking about, bro. But what I will say is, I don't think he died. There ain't no way. If he did, it just proves my point on not giving the characters enough time to develop. Cause I can't believe they will be talking about him like he was King Von just for him to get off screen. But back to Jinwoo, man, I think the quick development he has takes away from the small development the other S ranks had. Like these S ranks are supposed to be the top of the top, the creme de la creme, and now they all probably could get soloed by Jinwoo all at the same time. This shit pisses me off cause there's so much there to work with and it's just getting ignored. Once again, it feels like a FUBU version of One Punch Man's ranking systems, but the difference being One Punch Man's heroes all have interesting motives when fighting. Like look at Moomin Rider, that's the character who is written perfectly, because his weakness and determination resonate with the viewer. It makes his scenes against the sea monster memorable. But this flaming hot furry over here had nothing impactful. Like a good opportunity to expand on his character was his friendship with the healer. I was liking that bond and how they were playfully mocking each other. It was starting to add layers to his character. But instead the healer got killed off and furry boy here has nothing. There is nothing memorable about this man. He has showed nothing to me. He should kill himself now. But on a real, it's hard to add layers to these characters when Jinwoo will sweep in and take all the glory and character development all for himself. Like these S ranks had so much hype just for the insect to be stinking up the place and giving them an ass whooping at the very same time. Like my boy stank so much he had the bitches on his knees from the very stench of this motherfucker.
Ew, this motherfucker stinks so bad that his aura was turning black. Yeah.
Shut up, bitch!
I mean, he stunk so bad he even had my boy thinking he got evaporated. Literally. That is one yucky individual right there, man. Foo-wee. You gotta pick one. You can't be a stinky motherfucker and the ugly motherfucker at the same time. You gotta pick your struggle, my boy. But nonetheless, my boy was out there like he was Omni-Man, fighting the Guardian of the Globes. He had no remorse for any of these bones. I mean, look at this guy, bro. He got blessed by the healer just to get manhandled like a bitch. All that size for no reason. Coach, sub this motherfucker out of here. I've had enough of him. One more thing I gotta mention is the elixir of life. I was expecting more impact here, but that shit was instantly lost, as the way he got the elixir of life was through battles we knew he was gonna win. It had no adversity. There was never a moment where we started to doubt where that part of the story was going. It felt like a clean, straight line finish, lacking the excitement which adds the impact. But the scene where he did revive his mother was animated nicely, so at least there's one positive about it. And having said that, the show does have some good aspects to it. For example, the animation is very tough. I ain't got no criticism of this. This shit is up there with the best. The angles, movement, color palette, all is a 10 out of 10. But let me ask you something. Would you watch Solo Leveling if the animation was mid? If it got that Record of Ragnarok treatment? I don't think I would personally. But even having said that, it was one of the most popular webtoon manhwa out there, so it probably still would have some hype. But maybe my disappointment for the anime comes from this hype. Like the hype I was hearing about Solo Leveling was making me think we got another LeBron level caliber of talent on our hands.
It should have been me, not him!
But we got Zion Williamson instead. Like he good, he has the flashiness, but he ain't lived up to the hype just yet. So I ain't saying it's bad, but it ain't where I expected it to be. I guess that's my point with this video. But I do still have some hope left, because some of the characters being released through this season have had me getting hyped. As although the S-rank hunters will get even less screen time now, these new characters seem to have more depth and personality to them, like Jinwoo's dad, this motherfucker that was looking tough with the animation, or this guy who killed these bums with a clap. This gotta be one of the most sorry ways to go out, up there with dying at a rave. These two motherfuckers must know that they side characters in the afterlife. They must be mad as hell right now that they went out like that, bro. Either way, with time, there's change. And with change, there's sacrifice. Whether that's good or bad. And I'm hoping that the setups this story has made in season 2 hopefully creates some memorable moments and does live up to the hype I had for it. And who knows, maybe even my opinion on it may change with time, because maybe I'm tripping, so let me know in the comments if I am. But I'm just a guy on the internet talking about anime, having not written a story myself. But I gotta give all the props where they due, because the greatness to create a story that has done as well as Solo Leveling is tough. as very few people will ever achieve that. And that's one thing I'll never hate on. But either way, I've been yapping for too long, so like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and may peace be upon you.
This nigga is trash.